Hey everyone, Adriana again. This time I'm going to finish up our ritual implement series, and we're going to talk about other things that you can have on your altar that are just handy and good to have. The first thing is, if you're using loose incense, you might want, instead of like actually bringing your bag to the ritual chamber, it can be kind of a pain in the butt, get a little bowl and maybe a little spoon. It's a lot easier to, so you don't have to open up the bag and dip your spoon in, throw it on the charcoal, whatever. Just go ahead and get yourself a little bowl, pour a little incense in there that you're going to use during the ritual, get yourself a little spoon, and do it that way. It's a lot easier. A lot of people also keep little bowls of salt on their altar. You can put in the salt amulets that you're purifying or cleansing or whatever, and it's also good to have a little salt on the altar just in case you want to mix it with water, do a purification of the room, whatever. Another thing you should always have on your altar is a little flask or container of water. This is good for if fires get out of control, or if you need water for a salt and water blessing, whatever. On the idea of fire there, a fire extinguisher is also not a bad idea. You want your bloodletting implement. Some people just get the needles that are one-time use. You just poke and go. Or a diabetic pen always works good. I don't really recommend knives. We used to back in the day, before diabetic needles, used to just cut ourselves. But you have to be real careful of that because you could cut something important, and you don't want to do that. So you got to be careful. And let's see, elemental tiles. These are really good to put out at the elemental points of your ritual chamber so that you don't kind of lose your way in the dark. I mean, sometimes you have to stop and think, oh, well, that's west, that's east, whatever. If you got these little tiles there, you just look at the sigil and you know exactly where you are. You know exactly which direction you're facing. You just have to memorize the sigil. But these are just really, they're just painted wood. I went and took wood, put some black paint on it, and then took some gold paint and bronze paint and just painted the sigils on there. Real simple to make. And they're really nice looking too. Another thing you'll want to keep in your ritual chamber are your collection of oleums. And of course, obviously, any incenses you're going to be using. Always a good thing. I keep a little box on my altar for that. And you can keep all your small stuff, like, you know, all your spoons, your bloodletting, your oleums, and even charcoals. You can keep them in your little box. And I also keep a small container of tiger balm, which is really good for anointing your third eye and your temples to kind of bring you present and into the moment during ritual. So that's actually become like a standard in my ritual chamber. Just an idea for you there. And I think at this moment that's really all I've got for you. So if I think of anything else, you'll be the first to know.